We're talking PBR this morning. You know what I love about this job is I never know where I'm going to pop up. Hey, look. Up, and he's got the ball. Toss it back to you girls in the studio. They're tackling, right?
That's actually pretty good.
All right, I'm going to give it a try here. Oh. Uh-oh. What happened?
You squirt me.
I've been practicing all morning. All right. Oh, I didn't get a bullseye. You guys don't get lunch. Hope my dad's watching. Actually, I hope he's not. Boom! All right, let's do it again. One more. There you go. Woo! This is absolutely incredible. I'm floating in of obviously water and then about 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. Awesome. Wow, I just realized I'm up here quite a ways. All right, guys, I'm going to keep going because I'm aiming high for 2018. We'll see you right after this. Don't go away.
And then let go.
All right. Guys, I forgot to let go of the rock. All right, fire this bad boy up. I'm going to try and get some money. When is it okay to get a woman an appliance? And what was your answer?
If you're going to get the Roomba iRobot set up, because no one has to do anything in the house.
And it totally is one of those things, you would talk about like a metaphor for life.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you've been doing this for years.
Years.
And you still get frustrated from time to time.
Every day. It's still every day. You know, I'll throw 3 mugs and that 4th mug will go kablooey, and I'm like, seriously? I've been doing this for 15 years. Why?
And you know what? And this is nothing like that movie Ghost.
No, it is nothing like
lies, all lies. Oh, it's amazingly cute, as you can imagine. You know, Christopher Beatty is amazing. His work is incredible. He's the founder, of course, of Semper K9. And this is Ashley. Real quick, the namesake. Where did Ashley get her name from?
So Ashley's named after fallen police officer from Prince William County, Ashley Wyndon, who died, I believe, 2 years ago. Died on her first day as a police officer, but she was a Marine pilot and a reserve Marine. We name all of our dogs after veterans who've given the ultimate sacrifice or after their time in service went on and continued to serve their community and their country.
Nice. And we were also talking about sometimes what looks like play with these dogs has purpose, right?
Yeah, so depending on what the dog is really good at, some of them are natural retrievers, some of them like toys, but we practically apply, you know, basic obedience into day-to-day activities. Wait, you know, and it could be something as simple as I need to walk over, I'm at my desk and my dog's here and I need to walk over to the water cooler to refill my coffee cup or pull something up off the printer, and the dog learns to not move. Or it could be, come. Good
and
job.
There she comes right over.
Giving me that
She's
attention
cute.
and giving me that
Well,
love.
And also,
Good
I
job,
want to
let's
mention, you guys are about ready to receive some national attention. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we've gotten a lot of accolades at Semper K9 just for our mission and the work we do. On April 3rd will be the next viewing, will be the releasing our episode of Returning the Favor, which is a Facebook video that's hosted by Mike Rowe.
Of Dirty Jobs?
Of Dirty Jobs, exactly. He came out, but they come out and they tell the success stories and they help out organizations and what he calls bloody do-gooders, you know, people who are doing things for their community. So he came out. That episode comes out next Tuesday, or will air next Tuesday.
That's awesome.
I also we just got featured on a bottle of Evan Williams Kentucky bourbon, and the issues. The bottles will actually hit the shelves in May, but it's got the Semper K9 and my backstory on there.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for
Yes, ma'am.
everything this morning. We appreciate it. And thank you for all the work you do, and thank you for your service.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very
right.
much for having me.
George H.W. Bush was a committee member. He also served in the military, and would be remiss if we didn't reflect on that on this day in particular. He was a naval aviator, shot down. What else do we know about his military service?
We know that when he was still in high school, just finishing, he had already been accepted by his university, Yale, but decided he owed his country service. This is right after Pearl Harbor. He decided to join the Navy and become a flyer, in which he did. Went to college after all of this was over, but performed gallantly, was shot down, wounded, saved almost miraculously, And then when he was told, you're cured, you can go home, said, I'm not going home, I'm staying here for the... In other words, he was the embodiment of everything that we love and admire about that generation.
Which is why we're reflecting on his life today.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bunting, for
It's a
sticking
pleasure.
around. This is the epicenter. This is where it's all going to take place. Staging is going on right now, where over 500,000 teens and adults are coming to march. And I'm joined by civil rights activist Roscoe Jones. It's a pleasure to have you this morning, sir. When is the last time that you've seen this sort of youth mobilization?
In 1965 in Selma, Alabama.
And you were a part of that. You mentioned this morning that you're seeing some parallels between activity that took place then and where we are in 2018.
Yes, I am, and I'm very happy to see young people finally mobilizing, because in the 60s it was young people who were the foot soldiers who got things done. And now our young people of today, and I'm very, very, very proud of them to see them mobilize. And I just hope that in this mobilization that they can stay together and be unified and go forward with their goal.
And that was one of the messages you said that's important, is that this needs to be a very inclusive effort.
Very much so. If it's not inclusive, if it's narrowed down to just one thing, then they're going to be knocked off course. And what they strive to do will not be accomplished. They need to be unified, inclusive of everybody, and that way they can move, because they have social media. They have a way of communicating. We didn't have it in the 60s. You know, with word of mouth or driving by or in a church or whatever. But now these kids can get on Facebook and get on the internet, and they can talk to one another, and they can mobilize a group. But we couldn't do that in the 60s.
The technology's really helped them, that's for sure.
Very
And
much so.
thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it, and your perspective.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Great Day, Washington. Early fall fashions are in stores. We're at Nick and Zoe. We're checking things out. We've got Lauren Stewart. She's our social media guru here in D.C. And what are we looking at as far as colors are concerned going into fall?
Okay, so you're going to see a trend here. We are darker jewel tones, right?
Right.
We are here. It takes you from the light, bright, airy summer look into the fall. You don't have to go really heavy on your clothes to transition to fall. Change the color a little bit, and it completely changes your look.
And that's what I like about it, too, because we need that bit of transition period. And I know that this look that you pulled is reflective of that.
Yes, definitely. So let's go ahead and start here. Summer in the DC area is still, or fall is going to still be really warm. Mm-hmm. So we have got her here in a little bit of a bigger coat, which is you're going to see all over the runways this fall, the larger coats that aren't too fitted. Mm-hmm. But we've got her paired with this dress, so she's still not going to get too hot, and she's going to be able to wear sandals as well still into the fall.
And the metallic, too, that's still
Yes.
coming back, sticking with theme for a 2018 fall.
Definitely the texture down there. Mm-hmm.
And back to our jewel tones again. I noticed there's a lot of detail.
Oh yeah, so the detail here, so she's got, it looks like a t-shirt, but if you turn to the side here, she's got these amazing sleeves, and this shirt can be worn tucked, it can be worn tied, it can be worn casual, or if she paired it with, like she has here, the necklace, and it looks a little bit more fancy, but it still gives you a soft t-shirt feel.
And what I like with our store manager, we have Elle here. It looks like she's creeping into that cozy sweater territory.
Oh, definitely. So she has got a cardigan on down here that's like a cardigan type blazer cross, I feel like. And the fringe on the side is going to give you that texture. It's going to give you a little bit of an extra look. And we have her paired with her statement necklace, which the necklaces are going to be really big this fall as well.
Fabulous. So we've got a few more trends to explore coming up in our next segment. We're not trying to rush fall, guys, but hey, it's already in the stores.